Some girls are born to be loved. I was born to be humiliated, broken, and betrayed. The night I shifted into my wolf for the first time, I did it alone. No cheers, no proud parents. Just silence and a voice in my head that would become my only family. I thought that was the worst of it. But watching my younger sister wrap herself around the boy I'd spent years secretly loving, my mate, under a silver moon in my only safe place, that was the moment everything inside me shattered. They planned it. My sister, my parents, even him. And as I lay hidden in a tree, tears sliding silently down my face, I realized something. If they spent their lives making sure I felt invisible, they're not going to like what happens when I finally decide to be seen. The real story doesn't begin with love. It begins with betrayal. And I'm done playing the weak sibling. Earlier that day, the night sky seems even darker than usual tonight, with just a sliver of the moon shining down on us. I silently ran through the woods, letting my wolf Nyx out tonight. She has been anxious all day. Well, really, for the last few days. I could tell that she needed to come out for a run, so we did what we normally do. Took a small nap to wait until after 1 a.m. to make sure no one would be around, and then headed out for our run. I would always stick to the woods just over the far ridge from my pack, as it is near my favorite stream when I needed a little peace. It is always quietest over on this side of the pack, as it is the closest to our neighbors, the Crimson Howl Pack. They are our neighbors to the north, but their land only borders ours for about 2,000 feet. They have never entered our land, and the whole pack has all been warned not to trespass onto their land. We were all advised of the dire consequences that would arise if someone ever did. We would be at war instantly, as we are not friendly neighbors and we do not have a treaty with them. I have heard horror stories about their alpha. They are a very strong pack, and the outcome of a war between us would not be favorable to us here at the Moonsteel Pack. Alpha Kane Darkmoor is the alpha of the Crimson Howl Pack. He is said to be one of the most dangerous alphas. It is said that he would kill anyone who dared to enter his pack lands uninvited. Due to this fact, most of our pack members studiously avoid this area altogether. I take advantage of that and use this area to enjoy my solitude and what little freedom I can get from the pack house by coming here when I do manage to get out. The goddess knows that I need it too. I do not know what I ever did to deserve the life I live, yet I live it every single day. The blatant hate in my fellow pack members' eyes, the nasty comments and physical abuse I suffer are bad enough. But I have to say the worst of it is the disrespect and unwarranted anger that the pack has for me. My sister, Alicia, on the other hand, is the golden child of the pack. They all love her unconditionally. She is cherished and appreciated no matter what she does. They all seem to ignore the fact that she is a horrible and mean she-wolf. I was born first, and with that should come the respect that after I find my mate, I will officially be the Luna here, and he will take over as the alpha of the pack. Yet they all treat her as the next Luna. No, you won't, Tamara. I have already seen it. You know in your heart that we will never be given this pack. In fact, you should have listened to me and packed before we got our nap tonight. I already know our fate, but you have to take your own steps in this. I cannot tell you what is about to happen, as what you decide to do tonight will seal out fate. Whether we will live or die will all be decided by you, Nyx tells me through our link. I know they hate us for whatever stupid reason. I have known this for a while now since I have been treated like this from a young child. There was nothing that I could have done to deserve the kind of treatment that I have received, not from my earliest memory until today. There is nothing that we can do about it. I feel it is too Nyx. Something really bad is about to happen and I am scared. I linked her back. I can tell that something big is about to happen, and when it does, I know that my life will be changed completely. Hide, Quickie. I can hear someone coming this way. You will need to hide in a tree, but I will block our scent from them to protect us, Nyx tells me, and we take off further into the woods, heading away from the pack house. I head to an area that I know has a change of clothes for me to wear. Even with the outcome known to her, she doesn't ever want to hurt me. She has been the only good thing to happen to me in my young life, and I love her like a sister. I wish she were my sister instead of Alicia. Nyx is a strong wolf, and she is really smart. I moved quickly. Whoever Nyx warned me about were very close to where I am now. I won't take the chance of getting hurt again by just standing here. As the firstborn child of the Alpha of the Moonsteel Pack, I really should be able to defend myself. My sister and I are the only children that our parents had. My father, Alpha Theron Holloway, is very strict with me. I am not allowed to leave my room other than to eat my meals and then return back to my room again. I am also not allowed to leave our Packland for any reason. I have never even crossed the border of the Moonsteel Packland in my life. I have always been told it is for my own protection but never given a reason for why I need the protection. Alicia is not a prisoner here. She goes to the movies, shopping, on dates, and leaves the pack all the time. I get her hand-me-down clothes. Well, at least clothes that I consider acceptable. I have no idea what is out there, outside the pack walls, other than what I have read in the books in the library. I have made a lot of use of the books in our library. My mother, Luna, Evelyn Holloway, was positive that I would not be given a wolf. The whole pack in fact believed that I was wolfless, as neither she, nor my father, or anyone else in the pack for that matter had ever sensed that I had a wolf. Nyx has hidden her scent from the pack this whole time. When we leave our room and go downstairs, she hides our scent. She hid it when I was finishing my last month at school, too. I am more thankful that Nyx did that for me than her being able to heal me from when I had my little accidents. I would prefer everyone to think that I have no wolf, as I think I need to get out of the Moonsteel pack. Things are really bad here, and the chances of my mate being here in this pack are pretty slim. Even if he were in this pack, the probability of him rejecting me right off the bat is very high. I get bumped, shoved, tripped, and had my bones broken more than it should be possible. I am the daughter of the alpha of this pack. I should be safe here in my own pack, but I am not safe. That is why I am required to stay in my room or the library when I do get permission to go there from Mom. She is nicer to me than my father is, but that isn't saying very much. She has never taken my side in front of him. In anything in my life, Dad has never hit me or physically hurt me. What he does is actually worse. It is all emotional abuse, and it has cut me to my very core on each and every occasion. You would think that I would have learned that fact by now. I honestly should never get hopeful that he might have a change of heart and love me too, for him to see how much I love him and my mother and crave their approval. But it never happens. He has never said a kind word to me. He has never taken up for me or supported me, and that fact alone is what hurts the most. He thinks the very worst of me all the time. He is the most important person in my life, the one I look up to the most, and he actually hates me. He treats me worse than anyone else in this stupid pack. I guess I will never know why. I have asked numerous times, and all I am met with is anger. And then my parents leaving whatever room we were in at the time. They both leave, heading in two separate directions, and neither of them will tell me anything. Whatever the secret is, it is the pack's biggest secret, and that makes me even more nervous about why they hate me so much. My sister hates me too, but she is really smart about how she hides it, faking concern as if she cares. She totally works up my tormentors and then walks away while I call out for help. I learned the real truth of our relationship at 14 years old. The truth was that I would not be able to trust her ever again. I was hurt more than I had ever previously been hurt, and ended up in the pack hospital with several broken bones and knocked out from hitting the ground so hard. Alicia was there when it happened, but as I was waking up, I heard the story that she was telling our dad. The whole thing was a lie. When I was finally able to speak, I did tell Dad what had actually happened, and then he slapped me for lying. I was stunned as he had never hit me before. He just allowed others to hurt me. He immediately took her side of it, not mine, and I actually learned 2 lessons on that day. The first is just how much Alicia will boldly lie to our parents, or really anyone, to get her way. Second, she started that whole event and never got in trouble for attempting to kill me. She walked right out the door with Dad, giving me a smirk as they left, knowing that Dad totally believed the lies she told. He had broken my heart again, and I swore from that day forward that I was locking him out of my heart. I was never going to hope that he would change or truly love me, ever again. I can still remember him walking out of my hospital room with his arm around her shoulders, murmuring to her about how much he loved her, and her smirking back at me. That was the cherry on top of the sundae, and I decided right then and there that I would not be allowing either of them to catch me unawares or off guard again. I started climbing a tree to hide from whoever was coming and got about 20 feet up from the base of the tree. I picked a spot where there were two strong branches coming out very close together, stretching out from the tree, and got comfortable on the branches. Whoever was coming this way was getting near, and I didn't want to get caught out of the house. I wasn't very well known to the whole pack, just mainly to the kids that had gone to school with me would really know me. Otherwise, they would have to have seen me eating in the dining hall with my parents. I was the alpha's daughter, but I was not a valued member of this pack. Telling me has always resulted in a bonus for whoever told on me to my father. I have had to learn how to overcome this on my own. It has made me very independent over the years, as well as a very good climber. I used the tree outside my window at the pack house to climb up and down to get in and out of my room. From my vantage point, I can see who is coming now, and rolled my eyes so hard I almost saw my brain. Goddess, it was Alicia, and she was pulling the arm of a pretty large guy as she headed toward the grassy bank near my tree. I realized right this moment that I have picked a terrible place to hide. I should have doubled back and then climbed in my window to my room, and I would have been safe and sound in my room. Alicia is clearly out with one of her many men, as she was allowed to stay out and do whatever she wanted to. I mean, how else could she beat me to finding her mate if she didn't sleep with all the unmated men in our pack? I rolled my eyes again and then froze when I looked at them again and got a good look at his face. That smell coming off of him was starting to drive me wild. He smelled like freshly baked cinnamon buns, and I was now pissed off. She had come here with the guy that I had a crush on, someone with whom she had never shown any interest before. It was our beta's son, and the guy that I have had a crush on for the last year and a half. I had dreamed of him becoming my mate, and now I am completely disgusted as my sister Alicia is about to sleep with my mate, and I had no way to stop her from doing it. How am I supposed to ignore the fact that I had just found my mate, and he was making out with my sister? I don't know if I can just ignore it. How do you know this? Did she know that he is my mate? Why can't I approach him? Maybe he wants me, Nix. Please let me stop this. He might not know that I am his mate. He may still want me, want us. I don't want to lose him, Nix. He may not be aware his true mate is here. Can't he already smell our scent up here like I smelled his scent? Are you sure that this is the only way? Please, Nix. I linked her back, and I feel the tears that are already sliding down my face. I have questions, and I need answers. I am miserable and frustrated. I don't want to give up on my true mate. I know that a true mate is a blessing to you given by the moon goddess, and she takes the bonds that she puts together very seriously. I know that he is supposed to be a great blessing to me, and I am supposed to be one for him. I am supposed to make him even stronger than he is now. He doesn't even know that I am here, and I do want him. I don't want to give him up, especially not to my sister Alicia. I don't know if I can survive this level of betrayal. Apparently, they didn't want us and decided that it was acceptable to take Alicia as a chosen mate. He wants to accept Alicia so he can become the next alpha of the Moon Steel Pack. Just pay attention and listen to what they say when they talk. It may help you decide what you need to do next. My tears are steadily running down my face as I silently sob in pain that I finally found my mate and I have already lost him. I have gotten pretty good at crying without making a sound, although I wish I had never had to learn how to do it. I just cannot stand for Alicia to know when she has cut me to the core. I feel my shoulders shaking and I realize that this is it. They have done it. My heart is completely broken knowing that this was planned out to hurt me. Alicia did this because she knew that I liked him. She caught me on several occasions sneaking looks at him. I tried to only do it occasionally. I didn't want to make it obvious at school. She knew I had a huge crush on him, probably because he was my mate, and I could already feel the pull toward him. Why, goddess, why? Why do I have to lose my mate? Have I not suffered enough in this horrible pack? Why am I continuing to be punished when I have never done anything bad to anyone? I am hurt, so confused as to why I am having to lose my mate, and so very angry right now when my pain truly started. I was not paying attention to them for the last few minutes, and now the pain I felt in my lower belly literally takes my breath away. I looked down at them and was instantly sorry for doing it. I see a sight that I will never be able to forget. We were not that far away from the pack house, about a mile, and yet they were so confident in the fact that they would not be getting caught. Neither of them was trying to be quiet about it either. That made me even madder because he is mine. He is not supposed to be doing this. Especially not with her. They had to have been getting together like this for a while. I tried to hold on, to not lose consciousness and pass out. Nix had told me to listen to see if they would talk, but why would they hang out talking? Wasn't their purpose just to come out here and have sex together? I am totally disgusted with both of them. I knew that she got around. It is a well-known fact in this pack, but I have always heard that Varys was actually waiting for his mate, just like I had been. His waiting on his mate made me even more impressed with him, as girls have been throwing themselves at him for years now. It made the knife drive into me that much farther just knowing that she went out of her way to sleep with him. Even though she had no way of knowing that he was my mate, I know that she did this deliberately to hurt me. She has really succeeded too. I have never been more hurt by her actions than I am today. They are both disgusting to me and they can have each other. I do not want him anymore if he really likes her and wants to be with her. The fact that he could really trade the she-wolf that the goddess gave him to be the alpha instead of the beta position he already had actually sickened me. I have heard the mate bond was super strong. It said that in all of the books that I have read in the library. I have no idea how my anger at their betrayal is allowing me to be willing to let him go when he hasn't even been able to scent me yet. It may be due to the fact that when I close my eyes all I can see is them together, physically joined together, in something that they should never have been doing. The mental picture of him thrusting into her and the enjoyment that they are both expressing. I am done with him and her. They can have each other even. I send up a prayer for something bad to happen to them. They deserve to be punished for what they have done. Yes, I am angry. If I am being truthful, I am way past angry and straight into fury right now. Just seeing what he is doing with Alicia and the sounds that they are making, my stomach is turning. I feel nauseous, like I could throw up right now. I lay back against the tree and tried to balance my body across the two branches as I fan my face and try to fight the urge to throw up. I started praying to the goddess that they will stop soon. My heart and body cannot take this betrayal or this level of pain. I hold the groan of pain in, hoping that they could please stop my anguish. I have never felt this level of pain before, even when I had broken bones. I heard my sister making a loud choking kind of noise. A short time later, my pain starts to ease up. I did not want to look down at them, but I cannot seem to stop myself from the punishment. I guess I am a glutton for it. I see Varys cuddling Alicia into him and acting like she was so precious to him. He keeps peppering kisses on her shoulder, neck, and the side of her face. Her sigh of real contentment and happiness makes me want to go down and rip her throat out. It seems like her vicious plan to hurt me has really worked out great for her. She actually seems to have some feelings for him. I have never been more jealous of my sister in my life. My perfect sister with her long blonde hair from Mom and her deep blue eyes from Dad truly makes her look like a living doll. That is the only nice thing about her. She is the most spiteful person that I know, and she has never been nice to me in her whole life. Fury now explodes in my chest as I fully realize what she has done to me. She has tricked a good man into becoming her mate just to try to hurt me and take over this pack. She did this to punish me in the biggest way that she could. She had really put some thought into it for her to come up with this plan. The worst part was that Alicia and Varys didn't even know that he was my mate yet. She will know soon, probably tomorrow, as he will eventually catch my scent. I can't avoid him forever. Nyx hides our scent all the time unless we are safely secure in our room. No one ever comes to check on me in my room at the end of the hallway on the alpha level. I keep my door locked, and there is a room before mine as a room splits me from my parents' room. Alicia has the room at the front of the hallway. We run down one side of the pack house with a total of 4 rooms. The other side of the hall has 4 rooms as well. 3 belong to the beta couple. 1 for them, 2 for their children, and 1 for important visiting guests. I don't care at this moment if he does find out that I am his mate. I will not be accepting him as my mate anymore. Just knowing that he was sleeping with someone that he knew wasn't his mate, just to become the alpha, absolutely disgusts me. Being an alpha doesn't make you a good person or make you better than anyone else. It was literally a lot of hard work, putting your pack first, unless you really don't care about your pack. With these 2 idiots in charge, I am sure that they plan to just get what they wanted out of it, and they will drive it straight into the ground. It is the beginning of the end for the Moonsteel pack. I cannot figure out what is so wrong with me, why no one apparently wants me. Is there something wrong with me? I mean, no one has ever tried to approach me to even ask me out on a date. I am not ugly, far from it. I mean, I don't wear makeup, but I still look nice. I just don't have any makeup. My sister and Mom are the only alpha females that have it here at the pack. My long black hair is always in a ponytail, but it still looks nice. I have a pretty face, long hair, and beautiful green eyes that are truly stunning. I am not bragging. I believe that my eyes are my best feature. I have seen the guys in my class looking at me before they noticed that I had caught them looking at me. They then looked away from me with disgust all over their faces. But I saw them looking at me with approval before they got caught. They were interested in me and then pretended to be disgusted. But why act like that at all? I am tall, 6'0" even, to Alicia's 5'10", which also makes her mad. Because she wanted to be able to look down on me, but it never worked out for her. I don't know why she thinks that she is so much better than me. I think that we both have attributes to be proud of in each of us. But from what I have seen, if you like me, you are going against the rest of the Alpha family, and no one is strong enough to even want to try. She really does hate everything about me, and with the way my parents act, they clearly do too. Her whole goal in life is to make me look bad and become the Luna of this pack. Well, it is done now. She can have this worthless pack of idiots. Nix and I will be leaving, and soon. I can't wait for Mom and Dad to announce to the pack that we will be the Alpha and Luna tomorrow. This is something that I have really wanted for the last 8 years. I am so glad you decided that we could be chosen mates, Varys. I am glad that you are willing to lead the Moonsteel pack with me. I have a feeling that my freak of a sister who keeps staring at you is going to be crushed when she finds out that we are together. You dodged a bullet by deciding to accept me as your chosen mate. I know that she has a major crush on you. She would probably try to ask you out or something when she sees that you are back from break. I think we will really be happy together. Tamara will be so angry when she finds out that we planned this months ago. I cannot wait for her to find out. I even told Mom to have her sit on the front row for the pack meeting tomorrow so I can see her face when Dad makes the formal announcement. I am going to put her next to you so it will hurt her more when Dad calls you up on stage. When she realizes that her crush is going to be my mate, she is going to be so jealous of me. I am going to get a picture of her face when she finds out, as I will want to remember that moment for a long time, Alicia said to Varys. I heard Alicia say to him, and I was so choked up I couldn't hold in the sob of pain that managed to escape. It wasn't loud, but with werewolf hearing, it was loud enough. I just stayed completely still and prayed that they hadn't heard me. But Varys started talking when my sob escaped, and they had no reaction, so I think I am safe. I have always thought that you were a beautiful she-wolf, Alicia. I am so glad that you came up to my training with your offer, and for us to get extra special time together. If Tamara were allowed to move around the pack, I don't think that she would be missing the fact that she is my mate. I sent it her today when I got back to the pack, and I confirmed she is my mate. Per our agreement, I don't mind rejecting her, as I am clearly getting the better sister out of this deal. I would have been embarrassed to have to call that freak of nature my mate, Varys said, and with it, my heart was completely crushed. These two evil people deserved each other, and I will not waste another tear for his betrayal. He chose her, so he can freaking keep her. She will never be faithful to him, and he will not ever be able to trust that their children are his either. She was just doing this to ensure that they become the next Alpha and Luna. She is apparently what he wanted, so she can have him. I am thoroughly disgusted by both of them, and I will not allow them to make me sad one more day. I had already decided to get the hell out of this horrible pack, and I will not miss the Moonsteel pack or any of its members for a second. She is your mate? Are you serious? Oh, this is the best, Alicia said as she laughed out in joy at hearing this information. Varys, why haven't you mentioned this to me before? Alicia continued. She doesn't even know about it yet. I am sure that this information is not going to go over well with your parents. They may be upset when they find out. Are they still going to want us to move forward with our plan? Or are they going to want me and Tamara to be mates because we are true mates? Varys asked Alicia. I have to admit I was interested in her reply as well, but I already suspected what her answer was going to be. Oh no, Varys, you will definitely be staying with me. I know Dad is really going to get a kick out of the fact that you and Tamara are mates. Mom might feel a little bad for her, but I think that this is great. I could not be happier that her true mate will become my chosen mate. We will rule the Moonsteel pack together, and it will kill her every day to see us together. It is my pack anyway. It was never going to be hers. Maybe if we are lucky, since she doesn't have a wolf, she won't be able to scent you, and your rejection might even kill her when you officially do it. That would be the best-case scenario for all of us, Alicia said, and I could tell that Varys was a little shocked at just how hateful she was. Alicia could tell that Varys was not liking this side of her, so she quickly changed her attitude and started cooing at Varys. "She doesn't deserve you, baby. I love you and I want you. Hopefully, you will come to love me too. I was just worried about your bond. I don't want you falling in love with my sister after we have already mated," Alicia said to Varys, looking up at him adoringly through her long lashes. I have to admit, she really knows how to work people to get them to do what she wants them to. Her ability to look innocent and pure is without measure. She could have been an actress. Her changing tactics showed me that he might have been upset at her saying that she wished that I would die from his rejection. She had to do some damage control and then scrambled to bring him back over to her side again. He obviously does not know her well enough to know that he made a genuinely bad decision by literally getting into bed with her as a chosen mate. I guess that he was just focused on becoming the alpha of the Moon Steel Pack. He probably figured himself lucky that Alicia, who is considered to be one of the hottest girls in the pack, offered herself to him. I bet he didn't hold out for long either, despite them not being mates. She can't show him who she really is just yet, as they have not marked each other. Once that happens, they are in this fully together, no matter how much he might want to change his mind later on. Even if he did, I won't be changing mine. I am glad it worked out this way. Good riddance to them both, as they are both not worthy of me loving either one of them. They can have each other, and I hope they have a very horrible life together. They both deserve it for what they were planning to do to me. How could you possibly know that? She is your sister. This could cause a rift in your family. I can't see this working out in our favor. The people in this pack understand how important a true mate is. They would want the pack to be as strong as it possibly could be, and that would include me taking my true mate, and not a chosen mate, Varys said to Alicia. He is right. Your true mate makes you stronger, and that is the main reason that most try to find their true mate. Neither of them knew that this was going to happen, and clearly it is causing Varys some doubt about what he wanted to do. Dad hates Tamara. He will be very happy about this. He has never loved her since the day that she was born. Mom might be a little upset, but she will get over it. She and Dad are chosen mates. She gave up her true mate to become the Luna of the Moon Steel Pack. She did it herself, and if it is good enough for her, then it is good enough for me to do it as well. We make the perfect couple anyway. We will have strong pups and our pack will flourish, Alicia said, and I am stunned. I knew my dad was mean, but to hate me, why? What reason could he possibly have for hating me? My parents have told the whole pack numerous times through the years that they were true mates. They are very affectionate with each other in front of the pack. I didn't even know that they weren't true mates. What else don't I know about them? I thought to myself. I always thought that they were true mates. I didn't know, Varys said to Alicia, clearly confused about my parents lying to the whole pack. I looked down at them again and wished I hadn't as she was stroking his chest and then running her hand down his six-pack and then further down. I had to turn away as I just can't bear to see her touching my mate. The pain in my heart is overwhelming and it is making it hard for me to breathe. I want to just cry my eyes out, but I can't. I am stuck up in this stupid tree, trapped until they decide to go back to the pack house. Why did I come to my favorite spot? It is ruined for me now. Between Alicia and Varys's betrayal and finding out that my parents are probably plotting against me too. I can never come back to it, as it will only remind me of the betrayal that they have all planned for me. Even with all I have suffered, I have never hated them. Not in all my 18 years, but I do now. My only thoughts now are escaping this pack and finding a place to live in the human world. I have read several books on them, and I believe that I can blend in with them just fine. We will do the same thing. You will have to reject Tamara first thing in the morning, or you can hide from her until after the pack meeting, but you will have to do it where no one else will be able to hear you. Dad is going to tell the pack that we are true mates, so they will fully support us. Dad thinks that it would be a mistake to not have the pack's full support behind us when we go to take it over from my parents, Alicia said, and I am amazed at all the plans that they have kept away from me. Just another thing that shows how much difference there is between Alicia and me. I hear them kissing again and wonder when they plan on leaving the area. Don't they need to get back to the pack house? I see where this is going now when I glanced back down at them, and sure enough, the pain comes back, and it is intense, like I got hit in my stomach repeatedly with a bat. I try to keep myself from passing out, but I can't, and I feel dizzy before my vision blurs, and I finally pass out. When I come to, I am lying on the ground, and the right side of my body certainly hurts. I felt tingles on my face, and when I opened my eyes, Varys was there trying to soothe me. I moved back away from him. I moaned as I struggled to sit up, only to see my sister standing in front of me. Will Tamara rise from the shadows they buried her in? Will Tamara ever uncover the truth behind her father's hatred? What happens when the Alpha's forgotten daughter becomes the one threat they never prepared for?
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.